Hi YouTube family, welcome or welcome back. We have a bit of a different setup today, so I hope you're excited because we have some story cubes here. I don't often use these for my readings, but I do enjoy using these for divination. So we are going to take these bad boys out. There's 9 cubes here. Okay, so I'm going to sit them here just for a second. And we're going to put this here for when I start my reading. I really would like you guys, if possible, this is a collective reading, so I would like you to just take a moment and take a deep breath. Ask yourself what you are intending to receive from this message. Ask yourself what you're wanting to hear, what you're hoping to hear, what questions you are looking to have answered. We are going to, of course, get as much detail as we can here. This is going to be different than my other readings, so just a little heads up on that. We're going to go ahead and take these. Spirit Most High, God, Source, Energy, please channel. Hear me now. Hearing the collective message we need to hear. Okay. So I close my eyes and I let my intuition guide me here. And this is what we've got. So this is the first thing that's catching my eye here. And this is in the family, tab or whatever you want to call it. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. Okay. I had to really let that sit for a second to kind of get that message. So definitely Spirit's telling me children in the family are going to be significant here, or are significant here. There's a child in the family, or there's going to be a new child in the family. Also, somebody could be very, even if they're not actually young, they could have a very young spirit in the family. Someone who's very playful, very whimsical is significant at this time for you, okay? Spirit's telling you, especially in those moments of stress in your home or when it comes to family situations, family drama, do what you can to be whimsical, okay? Have a little bit of fun. You deserve it, all right? What else do we have? Okay. So this is what we have coming out in the avoid section. And Spirit's telling me, again, this is not straight up saying avoid your bad or negative emotions, right? Because that's unhealthy. But Spirit's reconfirming here, do not sit in those negative emotions. It's not going to do anything for you. Once you've cried and you've released whatever you need to release, don't continue to unpack and think and wonder. Once you've been angry, you've been frustrated, and you've screamed and you've yelled, or you've, gone for your walk or your run or whatever you have to do to get that shit out, don't go back. Don't go back into the negativity. Don't go back into the overthinking. Don't go back into the constant worry. That's not healthy for you, okay? And speaking of health, this is coming right outside of the health. So I don't think this is going to be a direct correlation to your health, but it could be indirect, or it could be surrounding. This could be something that is associated with your health, okay? Ask questions. Spirit's telling you, you don't know everything. You're not meant to know everything. You're not meant to know and do everything on your own, okay? So Spirit's telling you, don't be afraid to ask questions when it comes to your health. Yes, mental and emotional health included, especially with all this family shit that you have going on. I feel like there's a lot of things that have been coming up recently when it comes to family in your home life. And Spirit's telling you, definitely, you're going to have a lot. You're going to have a way better experience trying to follow along this path of joy and whimsy and least resistance versus scraping your nails up against the chalkboard, or like, you know what I pictured? I pictured someone going bouldering indoors, like for the first time, versus a first time boulderer going to a literal rock wall in Colorado trying to scale with no equipment. Spirit wants you to take the route that's easier. And I know sometimes, you know, some people might be like, well, I didn't earn it. Or maybe I feel like, you know, I have to work for the things that I have. Those are all limiting beliefs. Those are all beliefs you need to work on, okay, and unpack. But Spirit's just really wanting to emphasize to you guys, you are allowed to question any and everything, okay? Any and everything. However, when you are obsessing over the answers, and you are upsetting yourself, not getting answers, you are confusing yourself, looking for answers, that's when it's too much. And that's when you need to prioritize your mental health, emotional health, and it will turn into physical health issues if you ignore it. Okay, so spiritual health as well. All right, moving on. Let's go into this one here. So this is a little bit on the fence between romance and opportunity, which I think is super interesting. Okay. There's something very unexpected happening. This little ball is falling behind him and he didn't even notice until it's almost about to hit the flow. Okay, so there's a romantic opportunity coming in for you, or an opportunity that, once again, it's like this it's indirectly leading to something else, right? So either a new opportunity is indirectly leading to love, or, you know, romance is indirectly leading to this new fresh start, fresh opportunity for you. Whatever the case may be, like whichever one it is for you, use your discernment, of course. It's going to be surprising to you, and you're going to turn around, you're going to be like, oh, what in the hell? Where did this come from? Right? Pleasantly surprised is what I'm hearing. Now, what do I see here? Another one in between romance and opportunity. This one is interesting. Okay. Again, I'm getting this vibe of being very surprised, being like, oh my gosh, what was that? Like, I wasn't expecting that. So, there's going to be something. Okay. Yes, there's going to be something that you're not expecting when it comes to love, romance, opportunities, new beginnings, right? But since this is something you have not yet experienced, it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable finding your way through, right? This is, looks like to me, imagery of someone with a blindfold touching the face of someone else, right? So Spirit's kind of telling me here, maybe you're using other people as a reference, or you're using other people's experiences as a reference when it comes to possibly romance, or this, you know, new opportunity, this fresh start that's coming in. Spirit, sorry, I'm kind of like trying to look at the sides of them as well, because I feel like there's definitely something underneath the surface of all of this, and maybe we'll get into it in these last three here, but there's definitely something underneath the surface here, and I feel like it has a lot more to do with again, you being confident in your approach, you being emotionally stable. Okay, emotionally stable, but again, confident in your approach, not afraid to inquire, not afraid to, you know, maybe take the first step or make the first move, okay, if that's something that feels like it's authentic to you, okay. This one here is coming out in between romance and idea. So, oh, and then I messed it up. So this is what we have coming out in between romance and idea. And I definitely do think this is a somewhat of a confirmation for you, collective. There is how can I say this? It's not the thinking that's the heavy lifting, okay? Not as much as you're assuming or you're telling yourself like, oh, it's just because I overthink, I overthink. You have amazing ideas and you have amazing thoughts. It's your emotions, it's your approach, it's your lack of strength and resilience. No offense, I'm trying to be real. It's your lack of emotional resilience, your lack of, my apologies, collective, not my battery died. Yeah, I wasn't trying to, get on your ass anyway. But I always have to tell you what Spirit's telling me. Speaking of telling you what Spirit's telling me, when it comes to your ideas, okay, when it comes to your thought process and the things that that you're working off of, the thoughts that you are working off of, Spirit's kind of giving me a very unsure energy, right? And this is where that confidence is really going to help you to build and to manifest and create the life that you are looking for and that you're wanting. I'm hearing this saying, fake it till you make it, right? It's a similar energy that they're asking from you, but instead of actually fake it till I make it, they're kind of asking you to assume the position until it becomes natural, right? Maybe that sounds a little bit better. Assume the position until it comes natural for you. If you don't want to be someone who's reactive, do not react. Respond until it becomes natural. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be like, WTF, what's going on? This is frustrating, but it's going to get you over to the other side. And what is the other side? The other side is easy manifestation, emotional regulation, feeling confident enough to go out and get what you want, but also understanding and internalizing the fact that these opportunities are going to come when I am expressing I almost want to say pure, but I hate to use that word, but the authentic, that's a better word, the authentic love that I have inside, whether it be for myself, whether it be for my family, whether it be for, my spiritual team and spiritual guides, right? However you can express this love and this care, please do so, okay? Because this is what's going to give you the confidence not only to share your ideas and to continue having these amazing ideas that you have, but to act on them, okay? Act on them when it comes to not just love and opportunities, but again, your emotional state, your family, etc., okay? Now, when it comes to your finances, knock, knock, knock. You hear somebody knocking at that door? Because I do, okay? When it comes to your finances, there's going to be something, a knock, 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 knocking at your door. What does that mean? That means something's arriving for you. Definitely use your discernment. And you can always buy a reading from me if you want to know exactly what this is, when this is, all the details. But I do see that when it comes to your finances, baby, there's something coming in. And when this thing comes in, again, there's a lot of things coming in, coming to you by surprise, right? When this thing comes in, I feel like you're going to be a bit thrown off, but it's not necessarily a surprise. It's like when you, how can I say this? It's like saying to your best friend one day, okay, let's hang out tomorrow. I can't wait to, hang out, see you, whatever. You're hanging out with this person tomorrow, but they randomly decide to show up and pop up and knock on your door and be like, hey, I'm ready to hang out, instead of hitting you up before and planning out the day. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. So although this may come suddenly, right? Do not let any negative emotions override the excitement and the positivity that this opportunity is coming with. All of these things are very close together, and I do feel like they're closely connected. Not directly, okay? Your finances are not directly connected to your romance, but they are influencing each other in some way, shape, or form. It will be different for each person who watches, of course. This is a collective reading. But like I said, if you want a reading for yourself, you can do that through my website. That's the only place you can book with me. Or, of course, you can watch other videos here on YouTube to get down to the nitty gritty, okay? Last but not least, okay, we have this little guy, which is interesting because I feel like I did say that like things were surfacing when it comes to your family, when it comes to the home. And this is reaching into mainly the home, right? But a little bit into work and family. So when it comes to your domestic life, when it comes to those things that are very personal and private to you, right? Your family, your home, your work. There are a lot of things that you are digging up, that you are bringing to the surface that are going to be worked on. What is this? Yeah, I feel like maybe you're going to be calling somebody out, right? When it comes to work or family. Maybe a coworker or family member, you're going to be calling them out on their behavior, calling them out on, again, like this energy of asking questions, not being afraid to speak up, speak your mind, ask questions, do what you got to do, say what the fuck you got to say. Be authentic, right? In all scenarios. Don't shrink yourself to fit in, to get an opportunity, because when you do fit in and you do get the opportunity, it's not going to be exactly what you want, and it's not going to feel good because it's not authentic to you, okay? This is a very, very important part of the work that you are going to be doing over the next, I'd say, week, right? 5 to 7 days, digging up these things that other people in your workplace, in your home life, in your family may not even see as important, may not see as relevant. You see relevance in it, and you should. And you should communicate these things, and you should bring these things up, and you should do research on these things, because you are changing the dynamic of your family. You are changing the dynamic of your own life. You are changing your approach to life. And it's important that as you're changing your approach and as you are honestly becoming this better version of yourself, have grace with yourself. Have grace with yourself. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be quick. Not going to be quick and easy. If you want it quick and easy, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. Okay. But if you want some shit that's going to last, if you want some shit that's of good quality, I can help you there. Okay. Especially I'm hearing, if you are wanting something of good quality, especially when it comes to romance or any other opportunity, anything that's new and fresh to you, you have to have clarity. You have to have resilience. Okay. You have to be able to say, even in the face of adversity, I'm going to hang on to my mindset, and I'm going to hang on to my belief, and I'm going to assume the position of the person who already has everything they want in the face of this adversity. Just because my 3D is telling me that this thing is not this way yet, doesn't mean it shall not be. Doesn't mean things are not currently in place and happening so that can take place for me. You have to, again, it's not about faking it until you make it, pretending and lying to yourself. It's about teaching yourself, rewiring your brain by constantly, by unwaveringly, by, dare I say, drilling it into your own mind, believing it. That is really what they're asking you to do, okay? This is all about perspective, belief, and approach for you, okay? I really do feel like you're in a very good position, especially manifestation-wise. There are a lot of things that are on the way to you. And as these things are coming in, keep emotional regulation in mind. Try to enjoy yourself. Find things that are whimsical. Don't be afraid to ask questions and inquire about things. And as these things are coming up, remember to be resilient. It doesn't mean not to, it doesn't mean avoid those negative emotions. It just means avoid diving way too deep into them. Avoid diving off into the deep end, okay, so to speak. All right. Collective, I love you. I appreciate you. I don't do readings like this often, but if you enjoy charm readings, if you enjoy the storytime dice, we can always bring them back out because I do these readings for you, of course. Okay. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed and if anything resonated with you, and be sure to subscribe, not just for the giveaways that we have coming up, which are coming up very soon, but because I want you to be part of the family, babe. Come be part of the family. Come chat with us. And yeah, I love you. Thank you for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.